Hey there, travel enthusiasts! Ready to explore the vibrant city of Rio de Janeiro? From iconic landmarks to hidden gems, this city has something for everyone. Let's dive into the top 10 must-see tourist attractions that will make your trip unforgettable. We're talking sun-kissed beaches, breathtaking views, and enough samba to make you want to shake what your mama gave you. And don't worry, I promise to throw in some fun facts and maybe a joke or two along the way. Anyway, get ready to be transported to the heart of Brazil where the passion for life is contagious. The music is irresistible, and the caipirinhas flow like water. Let's get this Rio adventure started. First up, we're heading straight to the top, and I mean that literally. We're talking about Christ the Redeemer, the iconic statue that watches over Rio like a really tall guardian angel. Seriously, this thing is massive. It stands 125 feet tall, which is like stacking 12.5 giraffes on top of each other. Don't try that at home, kids. And here's a fun fact for you. Christ the Redeemer is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. That's right, it's in the same league as the Great Wall of China and the Taj Mahal. So, yeah, it's kind of a big deal. You'll definitely want to snap a selfie with this guy, but be warned, the line for photos can be longer than a Kardashian's list of exes. But trust me, the view from up there is worth the wait. You'll get a panoramic vista of Rio that'll make you say, "Holy moly guacamole, this city is beautiful." You can see everything from Sugarloaf Mountain to Copacabana Beach. It's enough to make you want to break into your best samba dance. But seriously folks, Christ the Redeemer is a must-see when you're in Rio. Next up on our Rio adventure, we're taking a trip to Sugarloaf Mountain. You'll find some of the most jaw-dropping views of the city, panoramic vistas that'll make you feel like you're on top of the world. To get to the top, you'll take a cable car ride that's an adventure in itself. These glass-walled pods give you breathtaking views of the city and the ocean. Once you reach the summit, get ready to have your mind blown. You'll see everything from Christ the Redeemer to the iconic beaches of Copacabana and Ipanema. Sugarloaf Mountain is a must-see when you're in Rio. Alright, let's be honest, you can't come to Rio without hitting the beach, and when it comes to beaches in Rio, Copacabana is the queen bee, the head honcho, the big kahuna. It's the beach that put Rio on the map, and for good reason. This 2.5-mile stretch of golden sand is where locals and tourists alike come to soak up the sun, play some volleyball, or just strut their stuff in their itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny yellow polka dot bikinis. Hey, it's Rio, anything goes. But Copacabana is more than just a pretty face. It's also a hub of activity, with street vendors selling everything from fresh coconuts to caipirinhas. And if you're feeling peckish, there are plenty of restaurants and bars where you can grab a bite to eat or a refreshing drink. But seriously folks, Copacabana Beach is a must-see when you're in Rio. It's the perfect place to experience the city's vibrant energy, soak up some sun, and maybe even work on your tan lines. Just don't forget your sunscreen. If Copacabana is the queen of Rio's beaches, then Ipanema is her cooler, more sophisticated younger sister. This chic stretch of sand is where you'll find beautiful people, trendy cafes, and some of the best sunsets in the city. It's basically a postcard come to life. Grab a towel, find a spot on the sand, and let the sound of the waves wash away your worries. Join a game of beach volleyball or rent a surfboard and catch some waves. No trip to Ipanema is complete without mentioning the girl from Ipanema. Ipanema Beach is a must-see when you're in Rio. Alright, enough with the beaches already. Don't worry, we'll get back to those later. But for now, we're heading inland to explore the lush rainforest of Tijuca National Park. That's right folks, Rio isn't just about beaches and bikinis. It's also home to one of the largest urban forests in the world. Who knew, right? Tijuca National Park is a welcome escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. Here you'll find towering trees, cascading waterfalls, and a variety of hiking trails that range from easy strolls to challenging climbs. It's the perfect place to reconnect with nature, get some fresh air, and maybe even spot some exotic wildlife. One of the park's most popular attractions is the Christ the Redeemer statue, which sits atop Corcovado Mountain within the park. But don't worry, you don't have to hike all the way up there. There's a train that can take you to the top. But seriously folks, Tijuca National Park is a must-see when you're in Rio. It's the perfect place to escape the city heat, get some exercise, and experience the beauty of the Brazilian rainforest. Alright sports fans, it's time to lace up your cleats and put on your game face because we're heading to the legendary Maracana Stadium. This iconic stadium has witnessed some of the greatest moments in football history, And even if you're not a die-hard fan, you can't help but feel the energy and excitement that permeates this hallowed ground. Built in 1950 for the FIFA World Cup, the Maracanã Stadium is a true icon of Brazilian football. It's hosted 2 World Cup finals, countless other international matches, and even a concert by Frank Sinatra. But the Maracanã is more than just a stadium. It's a symbol of Brazilian passion, pride, and love for the beautiful game. But seriously folks, the Maracanã Stadium is a must-see for any visitor to Rio, whether you're a die-hard football fan or just appreciate the history and culture of this iconic sport. Just be prepared to get swept up in the passion and excitement of Brazilian football. Get ready to add some color to your Instagram feed because we're heading to the Selarón Steps, one of Rio's most vibrant and Instagrammable attractions. This iconic staircase is a true work of art, covered in over 2,000 pieces of colorful tiles, mirrors, and ceramics from all over the world. Created by Chilean-born artist Jorge Selarón, the steps were his life's work, a constantly evolving masterpiece that he continued to add to until his death in 2013. Selarón's vision was to create a tribute to the Brazilian people, and his creation has become a beloved symbol of Rio's creativity and vibrant spirit. As you climb the 215 steps, take your time to admire the intricate details of Selarón's work. You'll find tiles depicting everything from Brazilian landscapes to portraits of famous figures, and even a few random objects thrown in for good measure. But seriously folks, the Selarón Steps are a must-see when you're in Rio. They're a testament to the power of art, the beauty of diversity, and the enduring spirit of the human soul. Get ready to step back in time as we venture into the charming and historic neighborhood of Santa Teresa. Perched atop a hill overlooking the city, Santa Teresa is a world away from the hustle and bustle of downtown Rio. With its cobblestone streets, colorful mansions, and laid-back vibe, Santa Teresa feels more like a European village than a South American metropolis. Once a wealthy enclave, Santa Teresa fell into disrepair in the early 20th century, but in recent years, it's experienced a renaissance with artists, musicians, and bohemians flocking to the neighborhood. But seriously folks, Santa Teresa is a must-see when you're in Rio. It's the perfect place to escape the city noise, soak up some history, and experience the city's bohemian side. Get ready to party like there's no tomorrow because we're heading to Lapa, Rio's nightlife epicenter. This historic neighborhood comes alive after dark, with samba clubs, bars, and street parties spilling out onto the streets. It's a sensory overload of music, dancing, and good vibes, and it's not for the faint of heart. At the heart of Lapa's nightlife scene are the Lapa Arches, a series of 42 arches that were once part of an aqueduct built in the 18th century. Today, the arches are a popular gathering spot for locals and tourists alike, who come to enjoy the live music, the street food, and the festive atmosphere. As you wander through the arches, be sure to check out some of the neighborhood's many samba clubs. Samba is a Brazilian musical genre and dance style that originated in Rio de Janeiro, and it's a true expression of Brazilian culture and spirit. But seriously folks, Lapa is a must-see when you're in Rio. It's the perfect place to experience the city's vibrant nightlife, let loose and dance the night away. Get ready to blast off into the future because we're heading to the Museum of Tomorrow, one of Rio's most unique and thought-provoking attractions. This futuristic museum explores the future of humanity and our planet through interactive exhibits, immersive installations, and cutting-edge technology. Designed by renowned architect Santiago Calatrava, the Museum of Tomorrow is a work of art in itself. Its sleek, spaceship-like design is a sight to behold, and its location on the waterfront offers stunning views of Guanabara Bay. Inside the museum, you'll find exhibits exploring everything from climate change and biodiversity to artificial intelligence and the future of cities. The exhibits are interactive and engaging, encouraging visitors to think critically about the challenges and opportunities facing our world. But seriously folks, the Museum of Tomorrow is a must-see for anyone visiting Rio. It's a thought-provoking and inspiring experience that will stay with you long after you've left the museum. And there you have it folks, the top 10 tourist attractions in Rio de Janeiro. From iconic landmarks like Christ the Redeemer and Sugarloaf Mountain, to hidden gems like the Selarón Steps in the Santa Teresa neighborhood, Rio has something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, book your tickets, and get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more travel tips and guides. 8 Logo.